Hello, Amanda here. Today, before we get started, I'd like to take a quick second to show you the kits that we're going to be using. To start out, we're going to be using this Butterfly Beauties, this new set. If you can see here, you don't have to color these by hand if you don't want to. In this video, I do. But these darker ones, you can just take whatever ink color that you want, stamp that, and then stamp your outline on top of it. But in this video, I color them because I like to Copic color. On the back here, I have my dies. I like to keep my die sets together with the kits, then I don't have to go searching for them. So you can see that just on the back of this, I have my magnetic sheets taped to the back of this one. And these amazing envelopes, I love them. They are perfect. They fit great with picket fence. Just wonderful. So you can find these on the online store also. And we use the Slimline Flowers and Polka Dot Fun Stencil. Again, in this envelope, great. You can fit 5 to 6 in here. I tentatively just like to put 2 to 3 in here because if I put too many in, then, I mean, I'm a seer and I like to see all the things. So I don't like to pack them too full. But, so this is also in the shop, and there's the stencil. So Slimline Flowers Polka Dot Fun Stencil. So these are the kits that I'm going to be using, along with a sentiment from Face the Sun. And that's that beautiful sunflower stamp set. So let's get started. All right, to start this card out, I'm going to be using the Slimline die cutting system scalloped frames. And I'm using the smaller one of those scalloped frames to cut out the inside part of my card. And using these colors from the Distress Oxide line, Chipped Sapphire. I'm going to start with that one first. And inking up the edges here. You're going to see that I accidentally smudged it a little bit with my finger. That's okay, because we're going to be distressing it anyway. You're not going to see it. I'm going to be layering this up multiple times. The more layers, the better the outcome. Here is Twisted Citron. Love this green. It's so bright and vibrant. I'm going to be overlapping the two colors. Going to be overlapping all of the colors actually to get a middle color. And just going back and forth and blending them out. Here we are with the Seedless Preserves. Such a beautiful color. Right now I'm obsessed with this 4-color combo. I don't know if it's because I've been seeing it everywhere, like on clothes. A lot of my color combinations, I find I'm drawn to things that I'm seeing a lot in clothes and online advertising. So getting that middle color built up there, that peachy pink. All right, now coming in with Dusty Concord. Love this color. Well, I love this color with Chipped Sapphire. It's really great color combinations. And getting that all built up. Going back over again with Seedless Preserves. It really is a building of colors that's going to get you that really pretty effect. I am just building it up. See? All right. Taking my spritz bottle, I'm going to put some water in my hands, and I'm going to clap over my card to get the little water sprinkles everywhere, and then dabbing it off with a clean paper towel to make those splash marks really stand out. Wiping up my surface, and then I'm going to dry it with my heat tool. Because the next thing we're going to do is put on our stencil and we can't have it wet. Alright, now using the Slimline Flowers Polka Dot Fun Stencil, I'm going to lay that on top of my card and using Chipped Sapphire and Black Soot. Those are the two colors that I'm going to be using over the tops. Black Soot because it just wasn't standing out, Chipped Sapphire on top of Chipped Sapphire, at least not how I wanted it to. So I come in with Black Soot over the Chipped Sapphire at the bottom of the card to make the flowers on that part stick out. And very lightly, you don't have to go too heavy because they will pop, which is fantastic. And here's the Black Soot, just going over the top of the Chipped Sapphire part. Heating it so that it dries, so that I don't smudge it with my fingers. Alright, now using the Butterfly Beauty set, I'm going to be selecting a few of the butterflies to use on my card. Getting everything arranged. Alright, you can see on this set there are black butterflies, and those are, if you don't want a Copic color or color of any kind, watercolor, whatever, you can just stamp those first and then stamp your black outline on top of it. But I like to Copic color, so that's what we're going to do. Alright, and taking my Picket Fence black ink, I'm going to ink these up. And I like to heat set these too, just to ensure that there is going to be no bleeding and the ink that I've stamped with is dry. So we're going to heat set those also. I love these butterflies. They are so cute. And I love that you get so many of them. You can really create some fun cards with that. Alright, here are the colors that we are going to be using with our butterflies. I do pull out one more additional color per set just to give it a 3-color blend. You don't have to because they're very small, but I wanted the very ends of their wings to be just a little bit lighter. So going in with the middle one, then the darker one, and then I hit the ends of the wings with the lighter color. I'll catch you back when this part is done. Alright, just finishing up this last one here. And these butterflies are beautiful. I'm going to be using the dies that come along with this, and we're going to die cut them all out. And just a little tip, before you start gluing down the butterflies, it's best to put down your sentiment. And you're going to see that I'm going to use the larger die that comes with these scallops frames to cut out a blue cardstock. Now, I like to glue everything together first before I start putting on all of my little decorative pieces, because then you can really go in and make sure that glue is down and you don't have to work around your little butterflies and little intricate details, so you can really get a good rub down on your card. Okay, so now with my shaping tool, I'm going to lay them down on this foam mat, and I'm going to start shaping the butterflies. With a very delicate circular motion, I start creating the round shapes under their wings, and then I go up the center on the opposite side to make those wings kind of pop out into like a V shape. And then they have a little bit of dimension, and I don't even have to use foam tape to get it. This is just a fun little way to make them kind of look like they're fluttering. Okay, now getting it ready to place on that sentiment from Face the Sun stamp set. There it is. And I'm going to place it in the green area because that is the brightest. That will help it stand out the most. Kind of highlights it a little bit. Getting everything situated, and I'm going to use my Picket Fence black ink again. Just gonna place it on there. the larger scalloped frame die, and I'm going to cut that out in the blue and glue that all down. Give it a good burnish to make sure that it sticks really well. And this is the part where I said to wait before you put your butterflies on. And then I'm going to glue it to my card front also, so I can do the same thing. We're going to glue down those butterflies, and shaping them that way really gave them some lift and dimension. Like I said, I didn't need to use foam tape, and they will keep their shape. There it is. Really fun, right? Well, I hope you guys enjoyed. That's all for me for today. Do come back again. Thanks. Bye.